My name is Alexander Fridman, and I am founder and CEO of company WAPI. That company WAPI has created a professional e-commerce community to boost your online trading business. Hi everybody, it's WAPI webinars again, Thursday, and something interesting prepared for you for today. We have invited a wonderful person, our friend Oleg Zaydiner, to join us today and tell us something very, very special. Hi Oleg.
Hey everyone, thank you for having me here.
How are you feeling? How are your days?
Good. Yeah, it's summertime. Yeah, we had a conversation before. It's like cold summer times here on the Baltic, so it's
You're in Baltic states now.
yes, I'm. Yeah.
So and the weather is too cold for you.
No, it's fine. Just
Okay. I hope that in business there is also summer.
yeah, it's always summer, right?
Always.
This is,
Of course, it depends on the entrepreneur.
yeah,
Not
it's how
not
you
on.
different. Yeah.
Cool, wonderful. So it has passed, I think, a lot of time since our first webinar together. Tell us a little bit what has changed in your business in e-commerce since then. Tell us about yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was about 2 years ago. I also remember it was a summertime because like here is same in Baltics. Yeah, okay. 2 years from now. I think the biggest change in e-commerce is the COVID finished. I hope, I don't know. And what we see in general, the huge growth of the COVID sales is getting the slow down a little bit. Let's see, like for example, last Mother's Day, we see 20% less than year before in US. So like in demand. Okay, so it's still year to previous pre-COVID is growing, but for COVID it's a little bit down, and also we see a lot of consolidation, competition. You know, like on the COVID also, I believe everyone understand. I personally get, I believe, 100 calls of people from random places. Yeah, Oleg, I know you're in online business. I want to, jump in, and people from very different industries. So like, and probably some of them, they really join the crowd of e-commerce.
So how do
So
you feel from 10 people who ask you from the offline who want to go and jump into online? How many of them succeed?
uh, I don't know to answer to you, but
Political answer.
no, I have very clear case. I had a few people that came to me with very specific, like, okay, we want to get to e-commerce Amazon because we are Amazon specifically with this. And I think out of 10, 0 success. Okay. And now I get why. And the why is because all of them came with the from product perspective. They say, okay, we have this kind of factory with this, we have this kind of product, and we want to get, and Amazon or e-commerce in general, or every business in general is client first, right? So
especially at the online business, yes. You have to start from the demand.
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I had the podcast yesterday. They asked me about my suggestion for the new entrepreneurs in online, what I can tell from my experience. And I said, first, if you've got an idea, do the marketing tests. Start from the demand. Don't do the product because this is online. It works only like this.
Yeah. It's I think all e-commerce is you shorten the gap between the end customer and your brand because of it's online. It's much easier, it's much convenient, but it's still like this is where is the business, and then the production. This is a second part.
So, and especially for today, as we have prepared for you also the topic that is about the demand, not the general demand, but about the seasonal demand. So the topic of our today webinar is scaling a gift and seasonal products on Amazon. I'm very, very interested to hear what you're going to tell us because I think there is a great potential in gift category and in seasonal products category. It continued to grow and to boom. So please, Oleg, I
Yeah.
think it's
Okay.
your
Sure.
stage.
I have some slides prepared. Uh, can you see it? No, not really, right?
I can see a wonderful white board
Okay.
in the middle.
And
Yeah,
now,
now I see it. Scaling
okay.
seasonal products on Amazon.
Yeah. Okay. Good. So I want to start with the like why we're talking about this project and what the biggest challenges we hear from our clients and what's going on, because I want to show you the example of the Mother's Day. We just finished it in US. The Mother's Day, it's a like very peak, like a narrow peak season. Um, and the biggest question we get from all the brands that focused for this specific holiday, like women products, like you can see the demand is almost zero, and then you get like 4 million for just a few weeks, the demand. And the biggest question, how many items I expect to sell? Like what my potential, how I need to prepare, how much inventory I need to prepare, like how much money I can earn. Usually, to prepare your inventory, you need to invest some money. So you want to understand like the profit and everything. And I translate this question like how much of the pie could we take? Because Amazon, again, I'm not talking e-commerce in general, but only just Amazon, it's very a limited amount of customers. It's huge, it's big, it's growing, and but it's a limited pie. And all what we do on Amazon, it's we try to take the piece of the pie. And if you can understand the size of the pie and your potential, which piece of the pie you can get, then you can more or less forecast your inventory, forecast your cash flow, and forecast everything. And also forecast, like in our case, how much you should or could or want to invest in marketing before the holiday to get maximum out of it. So it's like always a balance of investment and the profit. And this is the main problem. Like now we had the call in the morning with another big customer that's huge for the Q4. And now we are in May. They try to like, how much inventory do we need for Q4? Can you please help us to estimate? Like, and I don't have a crystal ball, yeah, but we do have some methodology in place and how to do it. And I hope I can share it with you. It will be helpful. But
Before you
sure.
share, can you tell me how do you think is this drop of the search volume from 2022, is it connected only to COVID or it is a general trend in e-commerce? Because actually the drop that you show is very big. It's about 20%.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
20% less than in previous year.
Yeah, we see it like very clear on the Mother's Day. This is a little bit old screenshot, so we have the end of this curve, so it's really 20% less. And again, it's very hard to like measure the general and all over the internet, but it's still almost 20% more than 2020, right?
Okay.
But it's like 2021 was just a little bit exceptional spike. So it's like it's still growing like year over 2 year, or I don't know how you call it. but from the like all the luxury of the COVID, we as an e-commerce brands, I have,
Yeah.
okay, it's getting out. Yeah, everybody talks now about this recession, stagflation. I'm not an economist myself, so I'm not a big expert in all this, but probably we will see it later. But so far, all of our like big brands that we sell, it's still fine. We don't see all this, you know, like.
Mhm.
Um,
So you are from the part of optimistic entrepreneurs.
um, you know, every storm is an opportunity for someone, right? And also, it's my huge belief, you know, probably people will not stop buying online until it's, you know, like some
Mhm.
worldwide disaster or something like crazy thing. But
Mhm.
usually when the market is going down, if you big one, you can survive. If you small one and your cash flow is limited and you're much more in debt and blah, blah, blah. So, you know, this is why we try to bring all the customers to be a leader in the niche. Usually as a leader, you will probably still survive and all the rest will
So
suffer.
what did you answer to your client who said, please help us to plan Q4? Are your estimates to look at the year 2020 or
Yeah, this is it's very hard for me to do usually because people really stuck to this like historical planning,
yeah.
and uh, I'm pushing very hard to translate what was 3 months ago on e-commerce. It's already like history, you know. It's so volatile, it's so dynamic. So we try to estimate based on today's data, like 2 months back window maximum. Sure, we still get some like trends from the last year, so we're like expecting some demand trends, but market changes a lot, like competition going up. We have all these logistics, supply chain issues, and this influence. Because to answer like very short, and I get later in more details, you get the piece of the pie, depends how good you are. Like, you know, like for example, if you have like mobile market, there is a like Apple, Samsung, the big ones, they take most of the business, you know. And we have a lot of like, we can call it Chinese brands that get maybe more in units, but they get much less in general profit of the market. And so it's all about the market share. And like if your offer is good enough, and I don't know, like I'm old enough to remember that we used to have Nokia all over the place, and just in 1 year it's just Nokia just disappear from the mobile market, right?
Right.
Because someone come with something else, and this is what market wants. And what we see in e-commerce on Amazon specifically, things change like 2 months window is huge. So yeah, we prefer to like measure what's going on now.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Please continue. Everybody wants to know how to earn money on the seasonal gift products.
Yeah, sure. Okay, why it's not really okay. I That's a Mother Day in US, and we brought our client Art Picks to be #1 on Amazon. They call it like Amazon Choice badge. They give it to the product that generate most of the conversion. So like people putting Mother's Day gift, and like most of them prefer to choose this one. Okay, so this is the kind of Amazon tried to this is the Amazon choice. Okay, and we also made it a bestseller. And the idea was to get, and we did eventually like 7-figure sales in just 5 days of the Mother's Day, and some before and some later, to get a maximum of this spike, right? And again, we use exactly this same thing, and we had a lot of conversation with the client, like, because they have a lot of uncertainty before, like, can you do it? Will it be better than last year? Will it be less? And as you know, and the days of the Mother's Days, and usually we have it in Q4, December. My family knows that I'm not available because we check it, you know, like you need to check it 5-10 times a day, all what's going on Amazon to get the results. So I'm talking from some experience. And just to be clear, this product, it was good enough to be the #1 for the Mother's Day. Okay, we also have some other products in our portfolio that not good enough to be the #1 present for your mom, right? But still, we can get predictable and probably big enough piece of this pie. You know, like some people okay to pay this amount of money for the present, some wanted to buy more specific present for some specific needs. So and now we're doing exactly the same. There is a Father's Day in US, it's on 19th, and in Europe, understand it's like different countries, they have a Father's Day on different day. And I would say it was nice to know. So I know that it's different. It's very similar. And then we have Q4. It will be on Q4. The shape is a little bit wider. So you have like maybe like 4 or 5 weeks when people. But the same technique that I'm going to talk to you shortly, it works for every seasonal. It's not only for gifts, right? It's not gift related, because some products, they are summer focused, like outdoors equipment and something like bicycle, football stuff, water sports, and some they have the season just for start of the school. Some have the season for winter or whatever. Just, you know, like this is a methodology to get maximum of this curve of seasonal demand. Okay, so what is the #1 you need to do is we need to find where the traffic is coming. Okay, and definitely, you know, this is a Mother's Day gift, Christmas gift. If your product is like women related, Christmas gift for her, Christmas gift for mom. So you need to do a lot of keyword research, because Amazon is a search engine. It's like Google, you know, it's different, but it's search engine in its core. So you need to find all the traffic sources. And the most important thing, you need to measure your conversion before. Okay, and this is usually undervaluated stuff, like yeah, this is Mother's Day gift, Christmas gift, this is a keyword, let's push advertisement, but it's not working eventually. So we check like all those keywords, all the potential like traffic sources before, and measure our conversion. This is super important. And nowadays on Amazon, we have something called Product Opportunity Explorer. Again, probably going too technical. You can find the reference, what's the general conversion in this category. So you can just, okay, for this specific keyword, all the top players, they convert 3%. So I can measure, if I'm with my product 3.5, I'm good to go. If I'm 1%, it's waste of my money and my time to try to, you know, to get this specific keyword. So it's all about, you know, like make your homework and prepare the sources of traffic and measure conversion, right? The number.
It is a very good life hack for everybody. It's something very common sense. I was saying that uh, this is a wonderful life hack because it is not so obvious to start testing your conversion rate before the spike. Yes, you think the spike will be there, and I will start to sell. But the right way is to start to sell before that, in a month time, in any time, and test the different types of creatives, the photos, the keywords, find the one that works, and then go with it already prepared on a spike. That's a wonderful takeaway for me today, and I think for everybody who are listening now. Thank you.
Yeah, it's like, like a live performance. I don't know, I do some I play guitar, or I do some extreme sports. You have like lifetime performance, but you have a short time, like you go on stage or you go to get some wave. So like you have your, seconds, minutes, and you need to prepare everything before to get, so it's exactly the same thing. Yeah. Yeah.
Wonderful. Be prepared when you go for a spike.
Yeah.
That's
This is okay. And then we get to the second stage. I put it in red because this is mostly frustrating thing, because this is related to how Amazon algorithm works. And we call it like warm up the algorithm. Uh, in 2 words, we need to start selling as much as we can for all those keywords. In most cases, it's negative profit, but we kind of like, it's, again, this is how Amazon algorithms work till now. Maybe next year it will change, but still, I believe this is a core of it, so it will not change soon. We generate huge, like good indications. So our product for this keyword, we check the conversion before, so now we start to generate maximum traffic that we can afford. Okay, so this is also part of this estimation, and we kind of warm up. So then when the spike starts, Amazon has this, okay, someone put Mother's Day gift on the Amazon search, and they need to build up the page, the offers, and our statistics good enough, so they will put us number 1, both in advertise and organically, so we can start to leverage. But usually this is 10-14 days before the spike. Need to start like warming up the Amazon algorithm. And again, it's not a waste, because we did our homework. No, those keywords are converting. We will get the leverage later, and this is just this just your marketing investment. Okay,
okay.
but
So to be on the edge of the wave, you have to start warming up
yeah, you
your
need to start paddling
yeah,
before, right? This is the paddling part.
2 weeks in advance. And according to the spikes, because of the history, you know almost exactly the date when it starts.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Cool.
This
Do you have
dynamic is not
do you
changed.
have a calendar of spikes during the year? Yeah,
Yeah.
well, we can try to sell it with you to the
Actually,
world.
we have kind of sorry, spreadsheet for, like, we have all the holidays and everything,
Yeah.
and then for every new client we try to like put gradients, like dark green, or like
Uh-huh.
not dark green, to see if it's related to this specific product or this brand. So like how we need to
How
go.
many spikes there are? And
uh, for the gifts, it's Mother's Day, Father's Day. They have this memorial, but it's much smaller. Than there is a Christmas, and we have this Halloween, but it's a little bit specific. And with the start of the schools, but usually for every product you can find 3 to 10
wow, so
bikes.
it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's continue.
And then again, when this red part is finished, you get to this, like lavender color, where you leverage your visibility. Because what we did, why we did our homework of the stage number one, we check where we have the possibility to be like on the top. Then we push hard to be there. And then when the spike come, again, most people, they have something in mind, usually like the budget thing. So like if you $100 gift product and they expect $20, they will never buy you anyway. But if you are in more or less in the budget and you number one, and of course you need to be like good, like for example, this product, I would buy it for my mom. She would really enjoy if I do like picture of all my family, and especially we live very far, and yeah. And but again, we measure the conversion before. Then you start to leverage the visibility, because again, Amazon is a search engine. There is in US 100 million Amazon Prime members. I'm not sure about how much in Europe, but I believe it's big enough. And then we have the possibility to be shown to all of them, and then we get it. And usually what we do here, and depends on the brand pricing strategy, this is a time to raise the price. Okay, sometimes here when we do warming up, we suggest, again, depends on the brand strategy and the pricing. Here we suggest to lower the price, so you sell less item with like less profit. But then when you get the hype and people they hurry to buy the, you can afford yourself to rise the price.
Isn't it a risk to break your conversion rate?
Absolutely. This is why the conversion rate we have before, it's our reference. So we like usually when the spike starts, the conversion almost doubles, and then you can increase the price and see if it's like, ooh, it's starting to like, okay, stop, maybe down. This is at this stage we check it like few times a day. It's like real-time thing.
Real-time pilot.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is it. Again, number one, do your homework, prepare. Again, I like our conversation on the surfing thing, because when you go to surfing, you sit on the beach and you watch the waves and the sets, and you're like, okay, this is things, okay, I should go, like, I don't know how you're good with surfing, but this is
just tried several times.
okay. So I don't know, it's people watching us as know something about surfing. So you prepare, you look for the waves, you're looking for the paths, how we go in, and then where it's coming, you start to paddle hard, push your budget, generate as maximum sales velocity as you can, and then you get on the wave, and then you enjoy, you can raise the price. And this when we like our reference on this stage, it's all about conversion. On this stage, it's all about sales velocity. And on this stage, it's all about profit. Okay. So this is
wonderful. So it's a very, very complicated process that you show us in an easy way to understand presentation.
Okay, I hope I did.
But I think there are a lot of hidden difficulties. For example, the stock. You have to prepare the stock in advance, and you have to somehow plan the stock, because as I listen to you, I understand that you never know what will be the real results. And will you sell all the stock, or will you not sell it, and you will the part of it, the half of it, will stay for the next Mother's Day. So
not really. Okay, if we get to this planning thing, usually we measure it in on this stage, we measure it like we can say, according to our conversion related to the market before the holiday, we expect it to be X5 to the normal sales. Okay, so it's like you have normal sales, like off season or whatever, and then there's the holiday season, so X5. And in case of the leaders, it's usually X15, X20. Okay, so on this stage, number one, we can estimate it will be X5.
Okay. So
So,
you have a strategy to analyze what will be the real amount of sales, and after this Mother Day that has finished, how accurate were your forecasts?
we a little bit overestimate. I think like I don't remember exactly, but like we expected it to be 20% more than last year, because but we get to it because of the demand of the client. This is what their goal. It wasn't our estimation, to be honest, but it's like okay. But on the unit sales, we get, I think, exactly the same as the previous year on lowering market, but on the profit we generated 20% more.
Okay.
So we get to the goal, but our estimate was X20, and we get, I think, X18 or 17, something like this. But
And didn't you have any issues with fulfilling all these orders in 1 week? So you get like 10,000 or 100,000 orders in 1 week.
yeah,
So
this is usually this is
this volume can like break almost any warehouse.
yes.
But you're working with FBA Amazon. You don't care about it, right?
No, FBA Amazon is not a magic, because they have like for most of our clients there is this storage limitation on Amazon, and they estimate it like on average. But if you a spike product, they say like you can bring, I know, 10,000 units, but on holiday you send 1,000 a day.
Yeah.
So then you need to start shipping, like new pallets or whatever you do. But on holiday season, the Amazon receiving process usually just delay, and this is a huge problem. But
And
what
now
we do,
your product, I'm sorry, your product looks for me more like print on demand.
yeah,
So
this one is it's not FBA product. This specific one was FBM, but again, I don't want to open the things that I'm not allowed to open, but every business, when you scale, you have some scaling issues, and you're not in NASA, you don't check all the scaling 10 times before, we're just in normal business. So even Amazon, they have some scaling issues, and I don't know, like about
don't open the secrets, just tell some tips how to handle all of that, something that you learned.
Yeah, the simplest thing, what we do it always, just you getting out of stock, leverage it by profit, rise the price, like slow down the sales, get maximum profit you can get.
Okay.
Why not?
That's a also very when you say about it, it sounds very easy, but when you have to think about it by yourself, probably not everybody will find this answer. Okay, so the easiest way to push the brakes, just raise the prices, collect the profit, and handle the fulfillment, and then lower the prices again, right?
Yeah, this is what, I don't know, we do it every business. Like for now, when we started our agency 2 years ago, we started with some minimum pricing, and every quarter we just bring it up because I get more awareness, more people coming to us. So like if it's too much for you, it's okay, just like many others.
And the third question would be that I now see the hidden difficulties is the budget. So you also have to forecast the budget for marketing that you will need, right?
Yeah, this part when you warm up, it's very easy forecasted.
Mm-hmm.
And on this stage of the budget, it's profitable budget because it is like you put today on Amazon PPC, you know, like 10,000, and
Mm-hmm.
you get by the end of the day 50,000 of sales. So it's
Interesting. Is there a company that can loan you money for
yeah.
Amazon business for your peak season?
Even Amazon, they have some Amazon lending thing in US, and I have some. I can recommend you some partners that we work that provide all this.
So who analyze, who understand your conversion rate? Like you were saying, I have made the conversion tests. I am warming up. Look at all the statistics. I need this amount of money. Give for the peak season. Is there something like this? No.
Um, I never worked directly like from my case, but what I know from our clients, there is two main models that I see. One that just all the inventory goes through you kind of leasing your inventory from someone else. So they buy it from your supplier, they hold it, they own it, and you just sell. So it's kind of a leasing model. And another one, they just you get your payment from Amazon every 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
They can give it you daily. This is two main
Okay.
kind of models that I see. But to be honest, I don't know anyone that okay with those spikes.
Okay.
I don't know. But I'm not big expert on all this financing thing, but there is many players. Yeah,
Yeah, because
I can
WAPI is doing business that helps on the ground.
yeah.
So most of my questions are instantly about the how to handle all of this from the business perspective, not only from marketing and online.
Sure, I can connect you with some that I know from the space. You can, you know, talk to them on this webinar and maybe
If any of our listeners want to find an answer for your question, please send email to Oleg. We will write down under the video. You can find now his contacts. So any question about how to be successful in the peak season on Amazon, I'm sure Oleg will be very glad to answer you.
yeah, this is my next slide. You know, I have a calendar. You can talk to me. I'm a real person and also I'm available on Zoom. So if you really want to think about your next season and we can talk, it's not, you know, not a sales pitch. I really like to analyze your case. We can see exactly what's your potential. So yeah, you can put this link in the description.
I think it would be rather difficult to have a meeting with you on April 22 already, but probably in June or in July, all you can
Yeah,
find.
yeah, I have my calendar is like
Okay, thank you very much. So, Oleg, I'll repeat. Oleg is co-founder and CEO of aNavigator. His company helps brands scale their revenue on Amazon using the data science approach to Amazon PPC and DSP. So, any questions, please contact Oleg. So maybe you can tell us as I like in the end of any webinar, I asked 3 questions, 3 on 3, but this time let's make it short. So one short takeaway: how to be successful on the seasonal demand in the gift category.
yeah. I think the number one from my presentation, it's measures the conversion in advance. This is the key. All else is just execution, but this is a
Okay. So one takeaway: what not to do, the wrong way to do business in the season.
and I think the most dangerous thing is to be over optimistic and don't do the data science analysis, because you know, again, I'm repeating myself. It's all about taking the piece of the pie, and all your competitors, they also smart enough. They also use all the data and the science, and so like, yeah, don't be, yeah, last year was good, this year will be better. Probably not.
Okay, wonderful. And my a question that I love the most, how to be successful in business in general.
I like, there is a many names, but it's all about, this is what we started from. It's all like, you need to be client centric.
Mhm.
Like, in what we do, we try to build relationship with our client. We try to be in proactive to like make the life easier. And if you sell any goods like online,
Mhm.
you need to do the same thing. You need to be like client focused, customer support, like do it innovative that it makes lives easier. So like you need to be build the business around the customer. This is yeah, it took me many years to get here, to be honest. As a computer scientist, I came from exactly the opposite thing. I can build whatever program you want, but okay, how to make business out of it? I don't know.
Absolutely agree with you. This is the story actually how WAPI started, because in this time I started my new business from the demand, from the person who asked me to help him in Spain, to help him to establish a warehouse there and the 24 hours delivery there. And then they asked me to do the same in Italy, and then to do the same in Germany. And I was not inventing something wonderful that I will then sell. I was fulfilling the demand. I was giving the person exactly what he needed to be successful in business. And so we're continuing to do this. Now, everybody who need help with fulfillment and delivery, please don't be shy. Contact me on LinkedIn, Alexander Fridman, WAPI, or you can send us an email. We help you to go global and to act as a local in every country where you go with us. Also, a wonderful thing from the previous year, I'm sure you know if you watch my videos that we're official service provider of Allegro marketplace in Poland. So in Poland, we will also help you to set up your sales on Allegro. If you want help, if you want to consult, if you want to become smarter and earn more money on Amazon, if you want to receive more knowledge and exchange the experience, please contact Oleg. I know Oleg for a long period of time already. He is super professional in Amazon and will be glad to help you. Right, Oleg?
Yeah, absolutely. This is why we're here.
Okay, so thank you very much for this presentation today. Very interesting topic. I'm sure you have a lot of more details on this, but maybe you hide it so that people will call you and you will tell them how to
Ah,
earn the money. But in general, you did it wonderful, because even I understood
okay.
the idea. But everybody knows WAPI is not selling the products. We just help you to be successful. But I understood. Wonderful, wonderful presentation. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Any,
Good
anything
day.
you want to say to the listeners?
Uh, yeah. Uh, let's have a like best year in like year to year to the last year. So we have like keep
Yeah,
growing our businesses, right?
let's fight the recession. We
Yeah.
don't believe in recession. We can grow even in this in this year.
Yeah. It's just you need to adjust your tactics, but still like the same strategy, keep growing.
Absolutely. Okay, thank you very much. And till the next webinar.